Hey, this is Scott Einstein Epstein for another Middle Easy 10th Planet Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda episode for the UFC on Fox. I'm going to go over a couple moves that woulda, coulda, shoulda happened. The first one I'm going to go over is in the first fight, which was Scott Jorgensen versus Prince Albert. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but it's a piercing in the penis. So, over the other side, Prince Albert, ironic that he was in this position, had a good triangle, a really good triangle. He had the legs locked. The arm may not have been across, which gives Jorgensen, or Andrew in this case, some breathing room. So what happens here is he has it locked. He grips, he pulls the head down, he's squeezing, and Jorgensen, for whatever reason, wasn't tapping. So what I'm going to do here is just show an example of what he might have been able to do that would have stopped it a lot quicker. As he's pulling down, there's this room right here. With the MMA gloves on, I would take my knuckles, these little guys right here, not these, because there's padding, and just jab it right into the throat. Now if you got room, you can make a fist, and this is called the gag reflex. Pulling in here, pull the head out towards it while squeezing the legs. That's going to make it a lot worse for the tap. The other thing that could have been done, even though Jorgensen was a little bit off to the side, was Albert could have just went this way, opening that space. This angle puts a lot more pressure on the neck. He pushes down with his left leg and brings his right heel, the overleg, down towards the body, pushing down there. That's going to get the tap a lot quicker with combination of pulling the head and that's going to be done. So there's three options of what he could have done there that might have finished the fight. So here's the fight that happened with Mike Swick and Matt Brown. Matt Brown obviously ended it, but he could have ended it possibly with the darts choke. So you can be Mike Swick, and I'll be Matt Brown. So on this side. And what happened here was Matt Brown's firing his arm through, and Mike Swick is doing defensively a good thing by keeping that arm up nice and high. So what Matt Brown first needed to do was to drop all his weight on the arm. And if you could see what happens is my hand comes out deeper. It's much easier to set up the choke. He's up here like this, he's trying to fire it through, and he gets his hands, but it's barely. It's kind of here. And he's not good on his base, so what happened is he got swept and put on his ass. So, had Matt Brown fired through, put all the weight on this arm, controlling this arm, taking away any defense, pushed the head in, slid through, came around, I like to go straight line, 180 degrees, and then squeezed and freedom rocked, he could have finished. Would have been over. Okay? But instead, he went here, he got excited, didn't have really great base, got the arms in barely, and then he got swept and put into like a guard type position, and just sat here confused, looking at it, trying to figure out what to do. Now it's really hard, even pushing down here, to make this work. It's really hard, even if you got to get on your side, but he's flat on his back, just sitting here, wondering, working. This guy's defending himself, he's feeling good. So the trick that I do, that works really well with a lot of my chokes, is the simple freedom rock, which is this right arm that would be against the neck. It just turns up, that bone digs into the artery over there. It hurts and it chokes. So if you're in this position with a full darce, you push your left arm so the head goes down, chin goes in towards the groin, and the right hand right now is going to freedom rock into Andrew's neck right there, getting that choke. It's not a big strong muscle thing, it's just turn that wrist into the neck, and that match or fight would have been over. And this is another episode of Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda on MiddleEasy.com with me, Scotty Epstein, and cousin Andrew. That's really my cousin, and he will punch you in the face.